Hi Sagittarius, and this is your reading for the month of April. So this month has a lot to do with your health and your daily routines and how you're taking care of yourself and how you're being productive. At the beginning of the month, Sagittarius, on the 5th, Venus is going to move into your 5th house of your creativity and the way you have fun and express yourself, your relationship with children, your love affairs, your sex life, and your love life. Basically how you express yourself creatively in this world. So Venus is going to be coming there, basically adding a lot more attraction, or you're probably going to be wanting to do a lot more things pertaining to things that that you want to enjoy, or probably spending more time with your children if you have children, bringing more love to your children, or just in general, just being more creative, expressing yourself. On that same day, Mercury, the planet of communication, will be moving into your 6th house of health and work. Health and how you're useful, your productivity, your efforts, and how it is that you go about your daily routine. So you're going to be communicating a lot more in that area of your life, really trying to see how it is that you can probably manage that mentally, and just communicating that a lot more as well. On the 7th of the month, we have a new moon in your 5th house. And this is going to be coupled with Venus and also Uranus. Well, Uranus is very close to this new moon. The new moon is in Aries at 4 degrees. So there is a wonderful element of surprise here because of this, because Uranus is involved, and Uranus is all about change and electricity, basically, and change. Uranus also has to do with the internet and communicating and things of that nature. So there may just be something brand new that you might be thinking about, or a brand new creative endeavor, or brand new ways of you expressing things with your children, or just your love life in general as well. On the 17th, you've been having Mars in your sign now, in your 1st house for some time, and it's going to go retrograde in your 1st house of self. Now, Mars is the planet of action, and it's our vitality. It's the thing that basically makes this move in out of all the planets. Mars is the one that controls our vitality. So there's been probably a lot of aggression or a lot of aggressive energy going on with any of you Sagittarius out there. Mars going retrograde in your 1st house is going to be a time for you to reevaluate your motives, why you act on certain things. This is going to really be like, how you're reconsidering your external how you externalize your energy, and how it is that, and why it is that you pursue the desires that you do in your life. What's the reason and what's the motive behind it? Mars is going to be retrograding in your 1st house for quite some for a couple of weeks before it retrogrades back into your 12th. And your 12th is all about the way that you get in the way of yourself. It's also more of a quiet area of your chart. So there will be a focus on this for the next 6 months on your motives and why you do certain things, and then again trying to fix those things and really look at those things in your 12th house. And then it's going to go direct again in another 6 months. So this is going to be a real big transit that I will be talking about in the months ahead. I also will be putting out videos in regarding to this as well, so that you can actually understand the energy flow. On the 19th, the sun is going to move into your 6th house. Now, you already have Mercury here, so you're communicating. And now when the sun comes, this is going to be spotlight in that area. So your productivity, are you benefiting? How are you, how is your productivity benefiting your physical, emotional, and psychological health at this moment? I would say for a lot of you Sagittarius out there, this would be a great time to schedule any type of doctor's appointments while the sun is in your 6th house. It really gives you the opportunity to probably get answers a little bit better. But at the same time, you are going to have Mercury that's going to retrograde on the 28th. So there will be a lot of reflection as well on how it is that you're useful, how you use your day, and how you manage your time, and how it can kind of like how you've probably been hindering certain things because of your time management, or just because of your health in general. On the 22nd, you will have a full moon in your 12th house. And, where have you been getting in your own way? This is an emotional moon. So what patterns are contributing to it right this moment? Like, it's a great time for you to meditate. I would say a lot of you guys would probably need some alone time around the 22nd of the month, because there will be a lot of energy going on. I mean, you're going to be, it seems like busy energy at the beginning of the month, because you're moving and you're trying to really look at your daily routines, and there's a new moon in your 5th, and it's just a lot going on in the beginning of the month. And around the 22nd, this is probably going to be a little bit more alone time. I would say more private sector. If you're more a spiritual person, more time for prayer, getting into meditation, doing things that really zen you out to make you just your emotions just relax, as well. And then like I said, we are going to have Mercury retrograding in your sixth. So this is a really good time to revise anything in your health and your productivity in the day, how you use your hours, how you can probably be more beneficial to yourself with this transit. Not a good time to sign any contracts while Mercury's retrograding. Not a good time to really start anything new. It's just a really good time to reflect on this area. Also, Mercury rules communication. So you know, sending text messages, any type of communication of any sort, this would be a really good time to double check, because when Mercury retrogrades, there can be a possibility of getting mixed messages a lot of times with this planet going retrograde. When it goes direct on the 22nd of May, that would probably be a better time to understand what's going on, to get more of the answers around your sixth house, around the area of your health and your daily routines and how you're going about your things. You know, if your body's talking to you, Sagittarius, listen to it. I know you guys are always in a rush to do things, but you do have Venus entering into your sixth house on the 29th, really adding a lot more, bringing more comfort and love in that area as well. So you will be trying to treat yourself gently with this process as well. You'll try to with this energy if you can. There is something happening on the 18th, and that's Pluto that's going to be going retrograde in your second house. Now, Pluto has been here really charging at your security issues, your values, and your money at this point, and how you feel about money. So where do you feel vulnerable regarding your money? You know, you have your ruling planet is in Virgo. Jupiter's in Virgo. Pluto's in Capricorn, and Mercury is going to be in Taurus. Now these are all land sign practical elements, and all these planets are going to be retrograding at this time. So essentially, this is really big on finances, on what's essential to you, what means the most, what's working, what's not, and if it's not, it's really a good time to cut it out. So issues with control around your money as well. So, you know, what makes you feel out of control, this is going to be a really good time for you to focus and look in on that as well, Sagittarius. So really have a healthy month, have a progressive month, and just have a month where you're really taking care of yourself, because it's very important with the way I'm seeing these transits for this month, you know. But be positive. You're a Sag, you're an Archer, you'll get through it, and I'll see you Sagittarius next month.